Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Watercolor Live 2025. So I am Leslie Watkins and I've been following along with Watercolor Live 2025 for the past 3 days. It's still going on, but it's getting late and I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've done so far. Um, there were a lot of things I missed. I wasn't able to do every single demonstration that was brought to the audience from artists around the world. But I got to follow along with some really fun things. So I'm going to show you that quickly, and then I'm going to get back to the program. So let's look down at the sketchbook. So somebody was asking me what kind of sketchbook this is, and I will have to look it up. I don't know the name of it. Let me just see if it's in the front. No. But it has the little logo of a rooster, which is apropos because for those of you who don't know, I have a flock of bantam chickens that I love. Anyway, it's a very nice sketchbook, and also I was asked about how big it is, and so it measures 6 by 6, and of course it's 12 when you open it all the way up. So the first day of the event we did a scene from Italy, and this is from Alvaro Castanet, and he is from Uruguay, but this was a beautiful scene. I think it was in Padua, I'm not sure. He said northern Italy, but I didn't quite catch what he was saying, but I loved painting along with him. I've been to Italy, I absolutely love it, and I've done a bunch of watercolors there, and I hope to go back someday because if you haven't been, you have to go. This is a picture from after one that Tim Oliver painted, and he is in Lubbock, Texas, which is West Texas, and he paints what he calls ordinary subjects, and this was this sort of ramshackle house. He later went back into his picture and he actually put more rust on the roof and took off one of the panels, and I really like the way his came out. But you know, I'm trying to listen and watch and understand as much as I can, and so I'm not always able to paint as much as I would like. This is a picture of painting glass demonstration from Shelley Pryor, and that was quite a challenge. And then this picture is after Sean Frilot, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Sean, if I'm not saying it right, please forgive me. Street scene, sort of Hopper-esque. This is a picture that was painted in plein air with Sebastian Thoman, and I kind of messed up his name. It's not Thoman, as I was trying to say it the other day. It is Tommen, and I should have known better. And this is in Ireland, and this beautiful abbey in the background, and this wonderful stream with the reflections. Loads of fun painting this. I've also been to Ireland, another fabulous place to go to paint, and hope to go back there again someday as well. Here is a portrait of a little girl after Janine Helton, and this was a bit of a struggle for me. It's been a really long time since I've done a portrait of anybody, and so I was scrambling to try to remember everything I learned back in my days in art school. So it's a little wonky, but it was a lot of fun to do. Here is a black cockatoo, and this was by Georgia Mansour, and she is in Australia, and she did something interesting with her surface, adding texture with different pastes and things. Obviously I didn't do that, but I think the topic here was to get as much texture as possible with the the wood, the rough wood surface. So that was fun. Oh, and then today we went to Sweden, and this was with an artist named Bjorn Bernstam. I hope I'm saying these names correctly. Forgive me all if I'm not. And I believe these are the fjords, and this was a lot of fun to paint. I really enjoyed that. Then here is a city scene with some figures. This was a presentation from Frank Eber, and that was huge fun to paint. I really enjoyed that. And I don't always follow what all the other artists are doing. They do give us some photo reference, so I was able to follow along on my laptop. So so the things I do don't necessarily look like the other artists' work, but you get the gist. Beautiful winter snowscape. This is a woman from northern Michigan. Her name is Sandra Stromsheen, I believe. Stromsheen. And I love painting that. Of course, we've got a lot of snow here at Dandelion Cottage right now. Looks a lot like this. And this was unexpected. This was from Mary Jansen from California, and she took a reference of a night heron and perched it on top of a measuring cup filled with tomatoes, and created this kind of a bird still life combination. And she worked much larger, and I didn't have the reference for this, unfortunately, so I was kind of scrambling trying to figure out what was going on as she was painting until I finally did find the reference, but by then she was done. And then finally this beautiful scene that was composed by Harsh Agarwai. And I loved this, and unfortunately I did not get a chance to finish it because I had to go outside and feed the chickens. It was getting dark out, and it's dark here right now. So I hope you enjoyed seeing those sketches in my sketchbook. I'm going to get back to the program now. There's one more presentation, and maybe I'll be able to finish up some of these other things. So thanks for tuning in. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this presentation from American Watercolor and Watercolor Live 2025. I've already signed up for next year because they gave us a special discount. So I'm ready to go for next year as well. So as always, stay well, stay happy, stay creative, and